but it's me, and I have a quite interesting game for you. And I've been like cooking this build for some time, but I haven't played like an actual unicorn game. But today I actually managed to hit the build I was thinking. But the idea is, okay, we're going to start from. So I'm at a level HP deficit, right? But like here I actually hit a pretty decent hit with double Kraken. So if you don't know how to play Kraken, the way that Kraken works is that it's going to reduce. It's the same idea as Wolverine, where you kind of just like soften your opponent's unit. I've kind of like super obsessed with this concept now, where like with Wolverine, Black Bear, and now Kraken. But the idea is you soften your opponents up, where like reduce some of their HP, make them unable to defend, and then you just start like hitting them with like snipers and stuff. Within pack 1, that's the Hedgehog, and this pack I'm trying to use it with a rock. So I don't think it worked on this turn. Actually, it didn't manage to draw me the run, but the interesting part is going to happen later. But yeah, if you have like a Kraken usually, right, it's going to like reduce all of your opponent's HP by a lot. But having rock or just like any kind of like mana source to sonic like swipe spread your mana is pretty good, because the idea is you're going to have like a little bit of a bunch of little snipe damage on your units. Like here I might need to put the rock in the very back. Even I didn't do the math. I thought this is like, it's like 4 damage or like 4 mana on my every unit, right? Yeah, it's about 4 mana. I thought I needed that, and yeah, my opponent is still like too big for me to put on the very back, but that didn't manage to win me the run. And all of the snipes also like pop melons as well. So if you want to run like a, and actually hit like a level 3 Kraken here, if you want to run like a Kraken build, this is how you do it. I probably shouldn't have like sold the werewolf. I was like trying to greed on my Cyclops value, but it's not right because right now my Cyclops already triggered. Like hitting the bad dog is better here. It's better to skip me for keeping that werewolf right now. And here we did hit the bad dog, and basically I'm reducing my opponent's HP by a lot. It's like from the Kraken is already like reducing 45 damage percent, right? So it's like 50% of all of my opponent HP is getting reduced, and then on top of that I'm hitting them with like 6 damage as well. And then on top of that I also have the mana rock. So it's just from this round, right? From all of the Kraken reduction, my opponent is actually like already within the bad dog damage ability. Here I just pop their melons. I was just like hoping that one of the snipes are going to hit the snake. It didn't, but it's still like it damaged something, and it didn't kill this one, but that's also like a good target. And the mana damage from that also like hit the snake as well. So yeah, like, this is a pretty interesting build where I'm not quite sure how you beat this as pack 1, or like as any pack, to be honest. I've been like getting hit with Kraken by like a bunch. It's the same like idea with like Wolverine. It's kind of annoying to deal with. It's like more stronger than you thought, and I just like keep putting HP on my Kraken so that it's like big enough, and Kraken's my only unit that isn't affected by its own abilities. So, and here I actually hit the Yeti. So another depth on this theory. Also, like we lost this round because they managed to hit like the perfect snake hit. Here I realized, oh yeah, I probably should just put my rock in the very back because I don't need that much mana. Here I hit the Yeti. So the idea here now is like I just want more bad dog. My idea is to just like get level 2 bad dog, get level 3 bad dog, and with the Yeti I can like pretty reliably refresh my bad dog multiple times, because that's like 4 extra gold, right? And here I bought another magic bean, not because I want to sell it, but because I want to pop melons, or if my opponent have like a low enough HP, because the magic bean is dealing like 5 damage, right? After the egg. Actually it doesn't say like how much damage the golden emperor is doing, but yeah. Okay, so let's see here. I'm getting like 4 mana, 4 mana, 4 mana, 6 mana here. My opponent is already like within that mana range, and even if it doesn't like kill immediately, it's still like good enough to pop melons and stuff. Here my opponent get that trigger, we get our mana hit, and that there's like, look at that. Again, the mana snaps is helping me, and another one, mana snaps helping me win once again. So I don't need that much mana, I just need like a little bit of pieces here and there. Obviously you can get out of this range, but now because I already have a level 2 bedrock. I even like just like sold that because I want level even more mana. So if my opponent is trying to get like outscale me, it's still going to be pretty difficult for them. I think here I should just like buy the bedrock because it's better. And here I just freeze the mushroom because I'm still not sure, because like not really any of my unit is benefiting from that. Also, like look at this as well, by the way. Here the egg actually like pop a melon, right? The same idea as like egg in pack 5. Actually, how much damage does the egg do? 6 damage to the target. So like a lot of my opponent's unit is actually within the egg range as well. So here they managed to snipe those two, but we have 2 mana snipes, and it managed to snipe the melon. Hit all of that. We lost like 6 mana here because it dies from it, but here we managed to win another round. I think the even further I can just like try to get a level on the Kraken and try to put like a popcorn on it or something. This is why I'm like freezing the mushroom. But here we actually hit the better thing, which is the Phoenix. That's even more 6 damage, and it also like remove equipment, right? So I just like put mushroom on the Phoenix, and this build looks very fragile, but it's surprisingly have quite a bunch of venom because I don't know how to counter it. It surprisingly doesn't have a counter. Now I'm making like a big claim there. If someone can figure out how to counter this, I would really appreciate it, because I'm trying to figure it out as well. But you just can't defend right now because of all of the mana that I have, like in all of the summons and all of the fire as well. Bad Dog is dealing like 12 damage, and then like on top of that, there's just like a bunch of damage happening on my board right now. It's really difficult to deal with. Let's put another like link quit, because eventually I want like a level 3, right? And I want the Kraken to survive from that, and even not like I want the Kraken to survive the snake hit as well. Look at that egg mattering. Here we just like managed to finish it off with the great one. So yeah, if you if you have like an idea how to counter it, because right now this is the build that I was like talking about, because I think this is the build where Unicorn feels unfair and feels like it doesn't have any counter. Now, there is one counter that I can think of, which is the Leopard. If you just like snipe my unit, it's going to be like pretty bad for me, because I would lose like a target for my rock and stuff, right? If my opponent just have a massive Leopard, that would be pretty unfortunate for me. But other than that, it feels like this build kind of just like remove all the agency from my opponent and just kind of like put everything on me. Like I can just like do whatever I want, and they don't really have a way to counter it because of how Grade 1 works. The Grade 1 deals 12 damage to everything, and you can't stop the Grade 1 from spawning. You can block it, but you can't stop it from spawning. It will deal 12 damage no matter what. So it's a pretty interesting, Grade 1 is super strong. I think if you have a Kraken, keeping like a long-term Bad Dog on your board is just great. Anyway, I thought I should like share this build to the world and see what you think. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!